What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this is, I think, week 6 of the podcast that I missed the last 2 weeks of, so my apologies. Been sick, been busy, life happens. I already lost the video that I had. So, let me grab that right quick. Sorry, I'm not redoing it, so you guys can just wait 1 second and you get this video. There we go.
Okay, so Tyler and I made a water bet.
Okay. So here's this video, just for funsies.
Okay, so Tyler and I made a water bet last week, a stupid bet, to see either Michael Carter or Amari DiMercato, like who was going to get the most work. He said Amari DiMercato, and I said Michael Carter. So
signed freshly off the streets gets more work than the guy who's been there since week 1. But
yeah, exactly. So I was right. So I'm going to throw this giant cup of water in his face. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's cold. Why'd you get cold water?
I got filtered fridge water.
Oh,
You're
God,
welcome.
it's cold.
Okay, bye.
It was really cold. Just so you guys know. But thought that was pretty funny. Figured you guys would get a kick out of that. Yeah, so moving on. Since I've done the podcast, we've done some trades here in the league. I guess you guys wait till I don't do it to let me have some content. As you can see on screen. Wait, no, you can't. Hold on. I'm terrible. I'm rusty. Now, as you can see on screen, Ben received Ashton Jeanty and Lance received A.J. Brown, Tony Pollard. My initial reactions were that Lance got fleeced in that deal, and my current reaction is it's maybe not as bad as I had originally thought, but I still think Ben came out on the better end of that deal. Is what it is. Next trade, I received Quentin Johnston and Krosky Merritt for Jalen Waddle and Cam Skattebo. Initial thoughts that I was going to try to go get Justin Herbert, which, spoiler alert, I did. And that, that would be my stack going forward. Current thoughts now, kind of regretting that deal, but time will tell. Kim, on her own accord, sent and made a trade, apparently. She receives David Montgomery. Matt receives Ladd McConkey. Not a bad deal. I think maybe Kim came out a little bit ahead of there, but it's still too early to tell. Excuse me. And lastly, Tiffany and I made a trade. I got Justin Herbert, like I said I wanted, and Aaron Jones, and she received Brock Purdy and Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I don't know. A lot of this is going to depend on if Krosky can keep up what he did last week and what Aaron Jones looks like when he comes back. But say for now it's pretty even here. So we've had a lot of waiver stuff happen. I'm only going to go over this last week just because I don't want to go all the way back. But this last week, Ben spends a lot of fab and gets Hassan Haskins because Omari and Hampton. I don't think he's down for the year, but he's out for a significant amount of time. I'm pretty sure he went on IR, so getting the presumed backup. Kim spends a lot of money on a defense, but it is the Packers. They've been good. Excuse me, I just ate dinner, and that's why I keep burping. Tim spends $9 on Kimani Vidal. I think he's the more talented of the two, but I don't know. Tim also spends $4 on Tajay Spears. I was the only one who wanted Tajay Spears other than Tim. Hollywood gets picked up by Ben. Tiffany picks up the Steelers because she hates me. Lance picks up the Rams. I get my consolation prize of Mason Taylor. And a week after dropping him, which I will scroll back up to go over this. Wait, I thought Becker. Hold on a minute. There's too much going on. Pretty sure that Becker dropped Wandale. Am I? Okay. Will it show me? Why won't it show me? Okay, yeah. Here we go. I apologize. It wasn't Becker. Matt picks up Wandale Robinson for $34, drops him a week later, and then Becker picks him up. I thought Becker picked him up, dropped him, and then picked him up again. Okay, my apologies. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Yeah, so after that, Tiffany has dropped Tryon Tracy at Io Manor. Shofsky's dropped Blake Corum. Lance has dropped Brenton Strange, who's hurt. IR? Yeah, IR. Matt picks up the Raiders, and Lance picks up Trey Tucker. So, there's all that. Here's the current standings. And going by points for, let's see, Tim is Lovett would be in the playoffs right now because he has scored more points. So the 6th seed goes to these people down here, but whoever has the most points for. So right now it kind of looks like it's a battle between Tim and Lovett for that last playoff spot. I was wondering why there's little emojis next to it. So apparently I have the most points for in the league, and Ben has the most points scored against him in the league. So it's narrow margins. It's only week 6 here, so making sure everything looks good. Moving straight into the matchups. I'm not going to start with myself this week. I've looked at these ahead of time, and I am predicting Lance to come out on top. Really like the matchups this week that he has with, Javonte Williams. I actually don't mind the A.J. Brown matchup this week. DJ Moore. So Jalen Hurts always gets it done, especially against the Giants. I don't really care for Patrick this week. I think Derrick Henry should have a bounce back, but don't like the Vidal play. Courtland Sutton's a good play. Garrett Wilson's a good play. Right here's good. I really just don't like the Dobbs, and I don't like the Vidal, and that's my tiebreaker there. Nico Collins on bye. Mason on bye. It just kind of sucks. Ben versus Kim. This one's going to be really close. I have Kim winning again just because I personally like the matchups better this week. Ben has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the Detroit Kansas City matchup. While that usually kind of sounds like a good thing, I'm expecting this game to be slow and steady, so that is why I'm picking Kim to win bye week for Addison and Jefferson. So you guys got to excuse me this week. Jaw is killing me today. Got some issues going on, and before you say it, haha, you're hilarious. I have Becker beating Matt this week. I think Becker has the better team. I don't like it'll be all right, but I don't care for Justin Fields this week. Josh Allen, Rome Odunze, Breece Hall, Trey McBride, Bijan. Really good plays. I actually really like the Indy defense play too. Not ecstatic about a lot of the players on Matt's team this week. So, Becker. And I've got Lovett beating Orshofsky this week. Again, just comes down to matchups. I will say Orshofsky has the league MVP in Jonathan Taylor right here, right now. And his team is just... It's just sad because Jamar Chase should have been doing so much better. Brian Thomas should have been doing so much better. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's doing what he was supposed to do, but I don't know, man. It's rough. I look at your team and I'm like, man, I feel bad for you. Love it. I mean, I kind of gifted you Jalen Waddle here after the Tyreek injury. Not even playing Scadaboo, which... Oh, wait, yeah, you are playing Scadaboo. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yep, I like Lovett this week. And then for Tiffany and I's matchup, I'm picking Tiffany. I'm going to screw up this quarterback decision. It's just going to happen. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm assuming this is how it's going to stay just because the stack, but I also have the tight end quarterbacks. I don't know what to do. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Dak Prescott, Puka, Tyler Warren, fantasy MVPs right now. And then you got Achane and Kamara to worry about. I'm not too worried about Marv or Worthy or Allen. But, I mean, that's another thing. If I start Herbert and he throws a touchdown to Allen, yeah, I get points, but so does she. And then if I don't, he still throws a touchdown. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not good this week. So, but yeah, might start Rachaad White somehow, some way if Bucky doesn't play, but neither here nor there. So that's the predictions for this week. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, we went over the trades. We went over predictions. I'm going to try to continue doing these every week. If anybody wants to come join me, I know this was a super short little thing here, and I kind of flew through everything. I've been having problems with my jaw hurting really bad lately, and then I was sick last week. So, yeah, my apologies for the short, quick episode here, but I'm sure everybody will appreciate it. And it's Thursday night football. The game's about to start, so I'm going to go watch that. So thank you guys for listening, and I will see you next week.